Hello, sports fans. Welcome to Howard on Sports. My name is Howard, and tonight I wanted to briefly make a video about uniform numbers in sports. Now, I don't know if this is an important topic to most people, but I find it interesting. So, the origin of uniform numbers is with the New York Yankees in 1929, and they basically just assigned the number for where the the hitter hit in the lineup. For example, Babe Ruth hit third, so his number was three. Lou Gehrig hit fourth, his number was four. And shortly after that, all the baseball teams started using the uniform numbers. So it's obviously become part of the sports experience. Your favorite player, you're going to know what the uniform number is. Currently, number 15 is a pretty hot number because Patrick Mahomes in football and Nikola Jokic in basketball both wear it. And you could make the argument that those guys are the best players in their uh, individual sports. I think you can make a pretty strong argument that both of those guys are the best player, and they both happen to wear 15. In baseball, 42 is a classic number because of Jackie Robinson. And of course, they retired that number for all of baseball. Nobody can ever wear it again. And one of my favorite players, Mariano Rivera, closer for the New York Yankees, he also wore 42. So I'm trying to think what. In football, when I first started watching, 34, which I think is a kind of a cool looking number on a uniform, 34 was a hot number for running backs because Walter Payton and Earl Campbell, two of the best running backs in football, they wore 34. And for quarterbacks, it was 12. In fact, one of the first Super Bowls I ever watched was the Steelers versus the Cowboys. And the Steelers quarterback was Terry Bradshaw, who wore 12, and the Cowboys quarterback was Roger Staubach, who also wore 12. Of course, years later, Tom Brady wore 12, and when Aaron Rodgers was with the Green Bay Packers, he also wore number 12. Also Michael Jordan in basketball, of course, wore 23. He made that number iconic because of his career. And in baseball, Don Mattingly, one of my favorite Yankees of all time, he also wore 23. What does all this mean? Absolutely nothing. But the last thing I want to say about uniform numbers is what would my uniform number be if I had one? What would the official number of Howard on Sports be? Well, I'm certainly not an athlete, but in my prime, I at least had average speed. I'm decent. So that being the case, I think I would be a wide receiver. And wide receivers traditionally wear numbers from 80 to 89. And I happen not to be a fan of odd numbers. I prefer even numbers. The only odd number I like is 99 because Aaron Judge wears that. And of course, Wayne Gretzky, by far the greatest hockey player of all time, he wore 99. But in general, I like even numbers. So I think I would go with 82. No particular reason. I just think it would look good on me. So there you go. And by the way, this is my 82nd video on this channel. So 82 is the official number, Howard on Sports.